Let me see. Let me see. Do I got it set up? I think I got it set up now. Let me click on that real quick.
Cousin Evie.
My mom always wanted to take me to England.
There's a wedding coming up. You should come.
Do you know the man that you want, what he really wants from you? So let's say, high value guy, successful, tall, good looking, can take care of your lifestyle. Do you know what he actually wants from you? And we'll start right here. What does he want from you?
Support, respect, just some loyalty, and a family. I don't know. And family, I don't know. Honestly,
basic human
guy.
needs. I mean, when everyone, sorry, I'm interjecting, but like basic human things, like I want to be respected. I don't want to be walked over. I mean, just like basic shit.
We want y'all to have y'all own money too. We want y'all to, the same shit y'all want out of us, we want out of y'all.
I want him to
Basic
answer.
shit.
Okay. What about you? What do they want?
What do we want? The guy that I want?
Yeah.
I would hope he want the same in return.
What's that?
Whatever he got, I would hope he want whatever I got, and then we just grow. I don't feel like I'm perfect.
So
I know I'm not there.
Generally, what would he want? Just spell it out for us.
The same thing I just said.
If you had to guess.
The same thing she just said.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? I don't even have to go around the table. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. No.
Wait, let me say something. Because my mindset is not there with them. So my answer wouldn't be with them.
Exactly.
In my opinion, I'm not perfect. Perfect. I don't have a top tier. Like I don't have like all the standards.
This is simple. What would
I
he want?
understand it, but I'm not there. That's just what I'm saying. Like you expecting the answer that everybody else is saying because
No,
like,
I'm not.
Yes.
That's why we're asking it.
That's what we're asking you. Look, okay.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay,
ahead.
go
Not
ahead.
on a different level.
What would he actually want from you?
From my experience and from being married before, it comes with a lot that you give me that it comes to the table to even do that. But at the same time, to a guy wants your morals to be intact for one, because that's at least what mine wanted. He wanted my morals to be intact. He wanted my self-respect to be intact. He wanted to see if my nurturing was intact, as in, do I have these capables enough to be a mother? Do I have capabilities that were similar or like, you get me? Not saying every guy looks in it like for a mom, you get me if I'm saying, but like, is the capabilities there for you to be a nurturer when needed be? You get me? Are you able to be guided, or you got me? Or like, are you stubborn? Are you hard headed? You get me? Do you clean? Do you cook? You get me? What do you do for yourself? You get me? Are you just out here being a leech? Are you out here grinding? Are you out here working? You get me? What makes you get me? Like at the end of the day, to have that togetherness, you have to bring yourself as the woman and then yourself as the man. You guys can grow and, build each other up. But at the same time, a guy's always going to look at what can she do for me in order for her to get that last name? So at the end of the day, you got to like, you get me? You just got to make sure everything is good with you.
Yeah. Okay. What about you?
So I was actually with someone who kind of was like at a decent point in their life. And then as our relationship grew, he grew monetarily. So my role in our relationship was to make sure that I was there to kind of care for his needs, and I was there to kind of like be like his backbone when he needed something, when he needed some sort of support. So it was just all about really like the loyalty that I had towards him and like the love that I had towards him and the people that were always like around us. So I would just say more like really basing off like a lot of nurturing features, like just creating that family feeling towards one another, and just making sure that if there's any situation that I was going to be the one that was going to be there for him to support him and to keep him pushing. And then having my own aspirations on the side was also a really big feature of our relationship. And just being able to be like a power duo between the two of us and then between people that were around us.
Okay. So he was a higher earner?
Mm-hmm.
And y'all, how long were you guys together?
2 years.
Who broke it off?
Me.
Why'd you break it off?
Because of a lot of different things.
Can you give us like 2 reasons why?
You weren't happy?
No.
He cheated on you?
Yeah.
Well, no, that's how she justified. There's something else though.
Yeah.
Why else did you break up with him?
You just
You wanted to live your life?
No, not at all. Like it wasn't like that at all.
Oh, so why?
What are you trying to get at?
No, why'd you leave then? I'm trying to.
Because he. Yeah,
it wasn't just the cheating. Because I guarantee that wasn't the first time.
Right, you're not wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. So why'd you really leave him?
Because it sucks. Like being a backbone to somebody who isn't going to do the same thing for you. That sucks.
Was he paying the bills?
Yeah.
Was he taking care of you?
Yes.
I would argue it was way more than a backbone then.
I was also working as well.
Yeah, but who actually took care of the bills though? You probably were to save your money, correct? Yes.
Yeah,
he didn't charge you for anything, correct?
That's not true. Yeah, I would pay for shit as well. I would. I would pay for trips that we would go on as well.
Okay, but he took a majority of the bills, and when you spent your money, it was elective versus for him, when he spent his money, it was mandatory, correct?
No, not at all.
Really?
I wasn't like, oh, we're going to go here and you have to pay. It was more like he wanted to go on a trip, so he's going to pay a fuck ton of money because he's the one that has the fuck ton of money.
You missed my
compared to
point.
me.
I said that when he spent money, it's mandatory. When you spend money, it's elective. So in other words, you want to go on the trip. All right, I'll pay for it, baby. But in reality, he's paying the bills that are mandatory. The rent, the lights, the
not
big significant
necessarily.
bills.
No. So we moved in together at a certain point. I mean, we were living together for like 2 years.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, we got a house together. And our agreement was like he would pay for specific things, I would pay for specific things because he wanted me to have that responsibility because I'm younger than he is.
His specific things was bigger though, right?
He paid the significant
Probably the
bills. Let's keep it
rent.
1,000, bro.
But at the
Keep it
same
1,000.
time, he wanted to have like a huge ass house because he has that kind of money. I obviously don't have. I'm not making that same amount of money, so I'm not gonna sit here and be paying fucking X amount of money.
But you're missing the point. Like we're not. I'm just telling you simply. He paid the significant bills.
If it were up to me, I'd be in a tiny house with a tiny car. Like I wouldn't really give a fuck.
Okay.
But he's the opposite, especially the way his personality. Is not true.
Okay, so but either way, he provided a certain lifestyle for you.
Right.
Okay. So he cheated on you. But my question is like, why'd you actually leave then? Because that's not the real reason you left. There's probably something else.
What other? I mean, what other?
Because it wasn't the first time you cheated. So
Right.
So if you tolerate it once, why can't you tolerate it again?
I mean, why the fuck would I want to keep getting cheated on over and over? Like the thing is, money, especially after that relationship. Like I learned, he had X amount of money, and he could provide so many different things for me. That's fine, but money isn't really going to be a dictator of how I'm going to be with somebody. That's just like, and that was a really good learning lesson for me because
the question is, why else did you leave him?
there literally isn't any other reason.
Okay, just cheating on you.
Just cheating on
There's
me.
other stuff too. She just don't want to say
Like
it.
what?
That's
What would
fine.
be like another example?
Whatever you went through in the relationship.
Exactly. Like whatever other things
Yeah,
you went
no,
through.
listen.
Because it wasn't just cheating, it was other things.
Did he treat you like shit? You give me, did he
Because-
leave his
because
jaws?
He
in
was
front of the
cheating and he was
door.
paying them bills and you stayed. But he did something that was like, fuck this house, fuck this nigga, and I gotta go.
Yeah, getting cheated on like 100,000 times is gonna fucking.
He-
100,000 times.
He burnt you or some weird shit.
Was you looking for it?
Like,
What, are you going to say something?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. So can I ask that question? And I just want to ask this for the females.
Oh, this is a whole other topic?
No. This is going along with the cheating thing.
Okay.
It's-
Yeah, I mean, just
Desensitized.
my hypothesis is that she wanted to live her life. How old are you? You're still young, right? You're in your 20s, early 20s?
Yeah, I'm 23.
Yeah, she wanted to live her life, bro.
Live my life. So I'm gonna just tolerate somebody just fucking around.
And that's my next question.
Go ahead.
So would, like, for one, this is a two-part question. How many, men included as well, how many of you guys have stayed in a relationship after validly being cheated on? One. Once or twice? Just to show a hand.
Forever.
Okay.
I'm gone
Nobody on
first
this side,
time.
right?
I'm gone.
Right. Okay. I'm gone first time. Right. But why, for the ones who have stayed in a relationship, why did you stay? You get me? Like, if you already knew, you get me, your value wasn't enough right then and there, and that man clearly showed you, what the hell made you think anything could change?
I mean, personally. Like just wanting to make it work with that one person because I love and value that person.
Don't advertise on Google Ads or Facebook before blocking click fraud with Clixies. Not a fun fact.
Regardless of, I guess, how they might value me, I would want to give them benefit of the doubt. It's actually something that I've dealt with like forever. So it's something that I'm actually working on. Probably, I don't know, from like
If that nigga
deeper
was broke and
things.
you was paying all the bills and he cheated the first time, you was gone.
I mean,
Facts.
That's like we can't even we can't go around that. If that nigga was broke and you was paying the bills and he cheated on you and he was
No,
living under your household, nigga, get the fuck out. You wouldn't have said the N-word, but get the fuck out. Like, we just gotta be honest about that. Like,
All right.
you stay because
Did you cheat back on him?
because he had money.
Did
No.
you cheat back on him? You didn't?
No, I'm just not.
So my next question is, what, like, you mean he already showed you he disrespected you? Why would you give any more of yourself to someone that validly shown that you are, like, you're nothing to me? I went out here and slept or or, you know, did whatever that was over your trigger point, like what are we continuing? What's the point?
Well, just to be fair
Like
here,
that connection.
for the most part, girls want to add more bodies to themselves. That's one. And then two is like, if the guy's been with her for a minute, she's invested, she wants to see it through on some level, and he may say to her, you know what, I might change, girl, and you kind of lead her on a little bit more and more and more until she says, you know what, I'm fed up with this. So he can lead her on as long as possible, and then she's staying because he said it will change. So those two things kind of make
I
girls
mean,
stay longer.
it's
So
just manipulation at its finest as well.
Well, no,
like it's
it's not manipulation. It's more like he wants to keep you there, so he'll tell you what you want to hear.
right. Yeah. So he wanted to keep me there because it fits his it fits the whole persona. Like, I have a big house, I have a girlfriend, I have a nice cars, like all this stuff, and then on top of that, in between everything else, I'm also fucking 5 other million girls and doing this and that. Like,
As you should.
I have the ability to do whatever.
As you should.
You gotta admit though, that comes with the lifestyle.
So the question I asked,
Y'all don't even know that nigga was filthy rich. Y'all talking about the lifestyle. What lifestyle, nigga? That nigga.
You should, because here's the thing, bro. Like, ladies, you might.
They be talking about these lifestyle, like everybody gonna be just these rich ass niggas, and bitches just gonna everything a nigga say, nigga gonna go, well, yeah, I'm gonna fuck 10 bitches, and you gonna like it. You ain't gonna leave me. This way is what it is. Nah, nigga, you making $40,000 a year. Ain't no bitch gonna stick around and just let you do what you want to do. Making $40,000 to $80,000 a year, nigga, that ain't enough, nigga. You gotta be making at least $500,000, nigga, to be doing all that extra shit.
You might not like this, but if you're
And
with a
niggas
dude
don't be
that
making
has his
that.
shit together,
Because that's like the 10%. And a lot of, if it's 10%, a lot of niggas ain't in the 10% because there's some females in that 10%.
has money, whatever it may be, his value is higher than yours. Period.
Yeah.
In the dating marketplace, he has the leverage. You want a
His
winner?
morals are trash.
You're never gonna have a winner to yourself. How's that trash?
No, his morals,
morals
are
are
fucking
trash.
His morals are trash.
But how is his morals trash?
Yeah,
And
man,
he
everybody
the
gonna get figured
breadwinner, and you really he feel like you ain't doing shit for him, but giving him pussy
So
and a
why don't
headache.
just leave?
Is that how he feels?
or kick me
or in
out.
this
That's
specific
fine.
Well, I mean, we
Okay,
don't know,
suck.
but in most cases, that's
Niggas don't be kicking no females out. Like, yeah, come on.
really
man.
the
Well,
thing.
then
Like a
that's a
nigga feel like,
discussion.
oh, I'm doing
No,
everything,
that's
and
not
she not, you know. I
You're not
mean,
an equal
we not
partner
talking
to
about
him.
love.
Ladies,
Everybody
ladies,
don't be in love. A
for
lot of
men-
people don't know love.
For men, sex is sex. It's not that big a deal. And if you get with a guy of a certain socioeconomic status or a certain status in general, you got to concede to the fact that his value is higher than yours, and he has a leverage. You're not as special and as precious as you think you are when you deal with a winner. You have to share him sexually. That's just the way it goes. Now, is it possible you find a 6'3" millionaire that's extremely attractive, that has a bunch of cars?
Like I said before, how much money is this nigga making? Is this nigga balling out of control, or is this nigga making $80,000? Like, that's a different thing. If the nigga's like this millionaire ass nigga, and
That's gonna be faithful to you?
from the jump, the nigga set the foundation. Like, hey, look, feel me, nigga, I fuck with you. Like, I really fuck with you, but nigga, I want to do my thing. I'm gonna do my thing regardless. You can fuck with it or not. Not if the nigga all of a sudden just, oh, I'm just fucking hella bitches. Just nah, nigga, it don't work like that, bro. You gotta set that foundation up from the jump.
Maybe, but is it possible? No.
Especially if you make it $40,000, $8,000, she ain't gonna put up with that shit, nigga. She out of there.
I'm sorry, is it possible? Yes. Is it probable? No. 99% chance he's gonna fuck other girls. If you're the main chick, just be happy with that. But it comes back to what I said before. Most girls are delusional of their own value and they think that they're special. The reality is a lot of y'all aren't. I've interviewed almost 1,500 of you guys, and you say the same things every single time. I'm special, my personality, I got good vibes, spirituality, whatever the hell girls say nowadays to make themselves look special. A lot of you guys say the same things over and over again.
I mean,
and we ask you guys, what do men really want? A lot of girls
but-
can't answer it. They don't
So
know.
what's
They
the
really,
answer
really
then?
can't answer
What's
it.
the answer to
Men
that
want
question?
somebody they can
That
walk
is
on.
scary.
From a male
That's the
perspective,
scary part.
what
That's the
is
scary
the
part.
The fact that you
answer?
don't know the answer to it is what's
That's
scary
the scary part.
Well,
Like,
you
But
still
they
haven't
want
fucking
pussy.
answered
We'll
this
say
entire
it.
time.
like,
But how they just gonna know the answer if nobody ever told them? A lot of motherfuckers ain't got daddies for them to learn this type of shit. Like, learn what niggas want, learn how niggas is. So if they ain't got daddies, how the fuck they just supposed to know, nigga?
Here's the
No
difference.
answer
Here's
has
the
been
difference.
responded.
Here's the thing. With men, for us to get girls, we must know what women want. But for women to get men, they don't know how
So
to
then lay
have
it
to know.
out right
I
now.
never know what they want.
From your perspective, what does the guy want?
Well, I kind of said it earlier, but
Say it again.
I mean,
I'm still
Simply
fucking
put,
waiting.
Fuck us,
I'm
make me a
such a-
Simply put,
I've said it
girl
earlier.
that's not a hoe
Uh-huh.
Okay.
can be nurturing as a mother.
Uh-huh. That's
It's
what we
feminine.
said. Okay.
and adds value to a guy's life.
Not fat.
How does a girl?
And in shape.
How does
There you go.
Throw that in there.
That's
Somewhere.
simple.
Yeah, no, bro. Any guy that tells you he likes fat chicks is lying, bro. Like
I feel
most
like
guys don't
some
like
do
fat girls.
though.
Not some niggas do.
Yeah.
Because I ain't never, but some niggas do.
Some ain't the
Most guys that like
majority.
fat girls are like fat girls because they don't have the option to get other girls. They try to make their necessity a virtue.
That
like,
too. Yeah.
if I take a girl, right? Let's say I take a guy and I show him a badass bitch and I show him a BBL girl. If I tell him which one do you want to smash, he's gonna always go with the hotter
Fat
girl.
bitch.
But most guys say, I like fat girls because that's all they can attract. So they accept it.
And they know they're gonna take care of them and all that
Yeah,
shit. You
so
know what
they
I'm saying?
accept it.
Yeah.
But
You know,
most men like what they're worth, what they can get. That's what they just learn to accept it. Damn, this is the only caliber of girl I can attract. That's what I'm gonna do. But if you give a guy the option, you want this girl that's in shape versus a chick that's fat, they're gonna be like, no.
In shape.
But the thing
All
is
the
that
time.
see, there's a difference between men and
Unless you
women.
just
Men must
gotta
understand
stand
women
for
to get
themselves.
women. Women, however, do not have to understand men to
like
get.
that movie Fat Girls, the nigga picked Monique over the skinny one. I mean, maybe that's how the niggas do it in Africa.
Men. That's the disconnect. That's what I'm trying to say. You guys just exist and guys come up to you. I asked you guys earlier. All you guys are getting hit on thousands of times a year. Think about that. Would you really feel a need to understand the opposite gender when the opposite gender comes to you just for you existing?
No. Nope.
Like, think about that for a second.
They do got a point. If niggas gotta approach you every time, you don't need to learn how to get niggas. Like that's not something you need to learn how to do. Niggas need to learn how to get females, cause nigga, if we don't do no approaching, ain't gonna be no babies made. The world ain't gonna be populated or none of that shit. I mean, some females be approaching, but that's the minority though. That's like, let's say that's like 3%.
31,000 times, 18,000 times. For you, like another 10 15K times.
Unless you
What?
just some rich ass nigga like Chris Brown, that nigga get approached all the time, but that nigga is just some filthy rich ass nigga. That's different from just the average nigga. The average nigga don't get approached that much. I mean, some of us do, but a lot of these niggas don't or never have. A lot of niggas ain't never experienced a female approaching them.
Why would you give a fuck about the opposite gender when they're going to come to you regardless? And that's what I'm trying to say. That's why so many modern women don't understand what men really want. You guys think you know what we want, but the reality is y'all don't know what we want. Because the reason how I know that you guys don't know what we want is when I say something like, you're with a higher status guy, he's going to fuck other girls. Girls look at me like I'm crazy when I say that. But men want variety. They're always going to get bored off one pussy. That's the reality.
And you can get a question to
Is that okay?
It's not okay, but
Is that okay?
She ain't doing no new tricks.
It's absolutely okay. Why is it okay that you want a man that's over 6 feet tall? Why is it okay that you want a man that makes money? Why is it okay that you want a man stronger than you? Why is it okay that you want a man that's confident and ambitious?
Yeah, that's-
No
Because
one
we're
bats an
talking
eye
about
for
one
female
man.
standards.
We're talking about one man.
Okay, because look,
But hold on. But that's what you want. Why is it that what you want takes precedence over what the guy wants? Guys want variety.
I think that you could want whatever you want, I can want whatever I want, and that's just what it is.
But I'm telling you, in general,
That's
men want
fine.
variety. Women want quality. Men want quantity.
in reality,
And that's
Go
why
ahead, go ahead,
most
go
of the time,
But not when you get older. Sometimes you just be like, nah, I'm good. I just want to fuck with one female. These bitches out here ain't shit. I just want to fuck with one female. Nigga ain't gonna always want to fuck 1,000 bitches. That be when niggas young and horny. Niggas young, dumb, full of cum want to fuck all the bitches. You know what I'm saying? Nigga get older, be like, nah, I'm cool. I just wanna chill at the house with my female. Go out get something to drink with my female. You know what I'm saying? Nigga don't always want to just fuck all the bitches, cause at a certain point that shit get weak. Like at a certain point, nigga be like, okay, that's cool, pussy. Okay, that's cool. What else is the motherfuckers offering me instead of pussy? Like I could get that. I mean, when it come easy, be like, I can get that. I ain't worried about that shit.
shit never works ever.
Hold on. Go ahead.
in reality, no one wants to hear, oh, my man's out here fucking a million bitches, and no one wants to hear, oh, my girl's out here fucking a million niggas. But at the end of the day,
Well, one's acceptable and the other one isn't.
Why?
because that's just like the whole gender thing.
It's 100% unacceptable for a girl to be running around fucking a bunch of dudes, but it is acceptable for a dude to fuck a bunch of girls.
Apparently,
But doesn't it
Well,
desensitize?
hold on. It's not apparent. It's not apparently. It's
Even females think that. Even there be some females that think that's cool. Yeah, and they can fuck a bunch of bitches, but nigga, you fuck a bunch of bitches, you a hoe. Just because the simple fact that it's easier for women to get sex than it is for dudes. Dudes actually gotta have something going. They gotta have a skill. They gotta have something the female like. Females don't really gotta have shit that niggas like. You just gotta look cute. You ain't gotta have no personality. Niggas be fucking dumb bitches. Like, you ain't gotta have shit going on. Niggas be fucking dumb, broke bitches. A a lot of females ain't gonna just fuck no broke ass nigga, especially ones that got shit going for themselves.
Female promiscuity has never been respected since the beginning of time, ever.
Yeah.
Whereas like men fucking a bunch of chicks has been respected because it's difficult to do. The reason why people respect men that can fuck a bunch of chicks because that guy has to add value to the world to fuck a bunch of girls. The reason why no one respects girls that fuck a lot of guys is because they lose values, they fuck more men. We're not the same.
That's what I'm trying
All
to
y'all are
say.
getting 10,000 plus messages from dudes on the internet all fucking day. Men, you could be the most attractive guy. You're not going to get a fraction of those messages. And we have studies to show that like the most attractive men in the top 2% don't get as many messages as average looking girls.
That's fine. At the end of the day, nobody just wants to hear the shawty or my niggas out here doing this with everybody else. So that's why you guys feel offended. At the end of the day, you're not gonna know what he do. She not gonna know what you do. You know, like you don't want to hear, but at the end of the day, you kind of would be crazy. Like, and especially, and I'm gonna say for, you know, because all of us, majority in the room, except, you know, the guys is like in their 20s. Do you really think like whoever you're talking to at home right now is not entertaining or having something to do us with another female?
Absolutely not.
I think that's more of an American culture. That's really an American
this is a
culture.
very factual statement. Yes, I
I've
definitely
lived
agree.
outside the country, and that's not necessarily like how it goes.
Wait,
It's
what?
not.
Not every
What's-
man would be crazy. Like, and especially
From dudes on the internet all fuck.
so that's why you guys feel offended. At the end of the day, you're not gonna know what he do. She not gonna know what you do. You know, like you don't want to hear, but at the end of the day, you kind of would be crazy. Like, and especially, and I'm gonna say for, you know, because all of us, majority in the room, except, you know, the guys is like in their 20s. Do you really think like whoever you're talking to at home right now is not entertaining or having something to do us with another female?
Absolutely not.
I think that's more of an American culture. That's really an American
this is a
culture.
very factual statement. Yes, I
I've
definitely agree.
lived outside the country, and that's not necessarily like how it goes.
It's not.
Not every
We're
man
talking
is a
about
cheater,
America, though.
right?
We're talking
Yeah,
about
we're like I'm talking about
America.
literally just genuinely like okay, everybody's
some
from
countries
Florida,
where
right?
everybody
At this point, except Chicago. But you mean you're all from Florida, you're all 21. Do you really think old boy is up there like not, you know, you me rubbing his balls with somebody else but you?
He's for everyone. He's for the streets. They all are, but it is what it is.
Especially South Florida, yes.
We used to
I mean,
think
if
otherwise.
you're saying that's in America, I would argue it's actually the opposite. You go to other countries,
Yeah,
like
and
it's
they
a
do.
women gladly shove men in other parts of the world.
Niggas be
It's
political
only here in the
like
United
fuck
States
in
where
other
women think they're
countries.
equal to men that we have this clown world belief that
That's
I should
true.
have a high value guy all to myself.
Like,
They
it's
be having
different.
three
Here's the
wives
thing.
and shit.
Here's the thing. The poorer the country, the closer people go back to gender roles.
I
Okay,
understand that.
you go to like a Russia, a Ukraine, a Brazil, you know, a Colombia, etc. The women are extremely feminine. They're compliant. They're submissive because they understand that I need a man and a man needs.
Especially if a nigga got money, he could take care of everything. Nigga take care of you, take care of her, take care of them. Nigga take care of all the kids. Nigga, some females put up with that shit just because they know they got security. They got somewhere to stay. They ain't gonna have to worry about eating. They know their kids gonna be straight. They know they gonna, whenever they need somebody to talk to, they got somebody to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they need some clothes or something, nigga got that. If a nigga taking care of all that, nigga, and he be up front with it, hey, we gonna do this polygamous shit, and she good with it, nigga.
Needs a woman. Only in first world countries like, you know, the United States, UK, whatever, women can say the fuck shit about feminism. I don't need no man, blah, blah, blah. But as soon as things start to get a little uncomfortable, people start to go back to their traditional gender roles. Men have to start becoming men again. Women have to start becoming women. So I would argue it's actually the opposite way around because here in the United States, girls really think that they can compete with men sexually. Like girls will sit there and talk about, oh, I fuck niggas too. I got people on my rotation. That's extremely unattractive and
just
strange.
It really depends on where you are in the social status of your location in the world.
It doesn't though, because at the end of the day,
Have you
Like
lived
you
outside the
miss people
country?
here?
Have you been in another type of social status outside the country that's
yes,
not
yes, I have.
Miami?
Yes, I have. I've actually done a lot of things out of the country, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where I am or what.
All right, that's the end of that video. Now we gonna watch Victim or the Prize.
Hey, let me ask you something real quick. Do you want to flip a
Don't
house
ask me
with
shit, nigga.
No, seriously, like you find the deals.
Ask me shit, nigga.
When it comes to dating and relationships, who is typically seen as the prize, the man or the woman?
The woman. Ooh, the woman for sure. The woman. The woman. The woman.
So if the woman is the prize, what would that make the man?
The wallet. Yeah.
Doesn't that place the man at a lower value and status to the woman?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Don't women typically want to date a man on her level or higher?
Yeah.
Yes.
So don't women typically want to date a man who's a prize and not a loser?
No, I like to be better.
So if a woman declares herself the prize,
You ain't gonna fuck with no broke ass nigga. Get the fuck
isn't that relationship destined to fail?
Nigga gotta have something
No.
going on. For
Not necessarily. It depends on who she's dating. If she's dating a guy who, you know, puts women on a pedestal and sees them as like the end all be all, then that's on them. And whatever works for them, as long as they're happy, they're happy. But, you know, a guy who knows his worth, they're not gonna go for that.
Well, if the woman is the prize, wouldn't that make the man a simp?
Yes, and there are simps in this world. Like if there are high value men, other people who respect themselves.
But do you think that women want to date a simp?
Some women do. Some women want.
No, they don't. At the end of the day, when they be dating these simp ass niggas, they be in their head thinking like, damn, I'm ready to fucking with this nigga. I gotta go find a boss ass nigga instead of this simp ass nigga. Nigga say yes to everything I want. Nigga let me do whatever I want. Nigga let me wear whatever I want. Nigga don't lay down no boundaries, no guidelines, no nothing. Nigga just, yeah, okay.
to be alpha and a boss bitch, you know?
I mean, it depends on the male. If the male is like a beta, then he just gonna suck it up and follow behind the female. But if he's an alpha, he gonna be like, I'm not taking that.
Because I think, actually, I know I'm a prize. And so
Why you know
I
that?
think that a man should value me for what I am.
So why do so many women?
What are you though? What like? I hope we go back to her and she tell us what she is, or he do a follow up question.
Go around declaring themselves the prize?
Because they have pussies. It's much harder to find a high value man than it is an average woman. I can fuck any girl out here, but for her to find a man who has clout, status, money, influence, all that personality and whatnot is way harder. Who's funny, tall, 6 foot, physical specimen, it's way harder for her to find that.
Why do so many women think they have the golden pussy when every woman has one?
Entitlement, name of the game, straight up.
Do you believe in gender equality?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How can men and women ever be equal if pussy costs more money than dick?
I honestly don't think we will ever be equal. I think that that is a dream that we would love to have, and that's something that we can pursue and fight for. But I don't truly think that we will ever be treated the same. I don't think that's possible.
How likely will women pay for dick or make pussy free?
I don't think they will ever have to pay for dick because I feel like men just always want it, so we could just get it whenever we want, versus men can't necessarily get it whenever they want.
So then what are we fighting for?
Equal pay.
Man, we kind of just take advantage of women, you know, so it's kind of one of those things that, like,
Nigga, who you taking advantage of, nigga?
women
You
should
ain't
love.
got no teeth. What girl you taking advantage of, nigga? This nigga talking about I'm taking advantage. Nigga, who you taking advantage of, bro? You have no teeth. If a female let you take advantage of her, she definitely an idiot.
Of their bodies should do what they want with their bodies. And I mean, I guarantee you, if you walk up to more men on this street, they are more willing to fuck you than a woman would.
Is it easier for women to sell sex than men?
I mean, men can do gay porn. That makes.
But come on, bro. What the fuck did I got to do with anything? Come, bro. What do that got to do with anything, bro? Gay porn. Come on, bro. Some of these niggas, boy.
Hella money.
Is it harder for a man to get the woman he wants into bed or for a woman to get the man she wants to commit?
Harder for a man to get the woman he wants in bed. Most dudes are lame. They don't have game. They're not cool. They're not funny, smart, tall, handsome, all that shit. They don't have money. That's harder for them. A woman can fuck most dudes she wants to holler at.
Woman to get the man she wants to commit, I would say.
If women think men are trash, why are they so interested in getting his commitment?
I mean,
good.
Maybe for security.
A lot of these bitches don't be like feeling like they gotta be like wife material, baby. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Even if you do what you do in the streets, baby, yeah, you do. You gotta cook, you gotta clean, you gotta do all that. You feel me? You gotta abide by your man's rules. You gotta bow down. You gotta do. You feel me? Like, I don't know. Like, it's a lot.
Why will women often withhold sex when men have a stronger biological need for sex than women?
That's their only way of power. That's how they can control
they
relationships,
control
is sex.
Should men withhold attention and resources when men are unhappy with women?
Yes.
Not all, but a lot of women will leverage sex over men, so is it fair for a man to leverage attention and resources over women?
I don't think it's fair either way. However, I do think that when it comes to sex, that it should be a consensual thing regardless. So if someone doesn't want to, then they shouldn't have to.
Shouldn't be
no matter.
Let a nigga say he don't want to fuck. You gonna call that nigga gay. You gonna call that nigga gay as fuck. Like, you gay? What, you gay or something? You don't want to fuck me? What, you gay? Or you must be gay. If a nigga don't want to fuck, you either gonna think he gay or you gonna feel like something wrong with you. Sometimes niggas just don't want to fuck. I mean, niggas don't be horny all the time. Some niggas do. But some niggas don't be horny all the fucking time.
Matter what.
Relationship either.
Or
Either
shouldn't
way.
feel pressured to.
Yeah.
Why do women pride themselves on manipulation as a skill when they already control what men want?
This nigga with the no teeth.
Not all women have that ability. I mean, manipulation, I mean, I can do it, but like a woman, they can do about anything they want, you know? Because men are dumb enough to fucking pay for it, or men are dumb enough to do it.
Right, but just like not all women can do it, not all men can afford to pay for it, or would pay for it, right? What is the best and the worst thing about being a woman?
Man, y'all let a nigga with no teeth manipulate y'all. I don't know what's going on with women. I don't know.
The best and the worst thing about being a woman? Okay. The best thing about being a woman is being a woman, I think. It's like being, like, yeah, I'm a woman. It's incredible. And the worst thing is like,
I bet she can say it worse. I bet she can say it worse.
having to be afraid all the time, walking around here alone or any place.
Okay, is it realistic to think that nobody should ever feel unsafe?
If it's realistic, I don't know, but it's like my
Even niggas be feeling unsafe walking down the street alone at night. Like niggas ain't just like, oh, nigga, it's dark, nigga. I'm good. I like it, like daytime, like nighttime is just light, nigga. Niggas be like, wait, nigga. I know when I be walking down the street, nigga, dark, nigga, I be over my shoulder, nigga.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, okay? Just because women feel afraid all the time, does that mean they really have a right to be afraid all the time?
Sure.
Well, at the same time, if a woman is attacked in public and a man is attacked in public, who is more likely to be rescued?
I don't know. I think. Sorry.
I guess you're afraid.
That's a post-trauma from my home.
Do you think men are the biggest threat to women, or are men the biggest protectors of women?
It can go either way, honestly. I mean, it's the good men out there that want to protect, but then there's also bad men that want to do terrible things.
For the person that's assaulting, there's also a good guy that's there to save.
Yeah.
But aren't most cops and soldiers men?
Yes.
What percentage of men that you encounter catcall you?
A lot.
Probably 85%.
Like, we were just touched, like, multiple times just walking.
Some guy grabbed my nose about 20 minutes ago.
No, it's not somebody for everybody. I heard that weak ass comment.
It is a pretty nose, I will give you that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Look at it from the side.
How often do you fear for your safety when a man catcalls you?
100%.
All the time.
In the daytime?
Now, I'm not excusing it. Why is...
In the daytime around a bunch of people? That's interesting.
Catcalling such a big deal?
I think catcalling is such a big deal because I'm not out here dressed like this. You can give a little pan of the outfit. This is not for others' view. This is for me, and this is what I feel most comfortable in. This is not an invitation for you to come.
But if you dress a certain way, you're gonna get more attention than times not. But to be honest, you don't even gotta dress. Females don't even gotta dress all dressed up, nigga. You just gotta be out the house. A nigga gonna say something to you. You got a weak ass headscarf on, makeup not done. Fucking elbows, ass shit, nigga gonna say something to you.
Objectify me or decide that this body is meant for you. It's mine.
Okay, and that's fair. I agree with that. Now, For a lot of women who say they dress for themselves, why do you often see women walking around in uncomfortable shoes and skimpy outfits when it's freezing outside?
Because I made that money, and I'm gonna spend that money on some cute heels. And
Here we go. Females just act like all the time. All they do is dress for themselves. No, y'all don't all the time. Just dress for yourself. Like, just kill it with that bullshit ass narrative like that. Most of the time, y'all do not just dress for yourself. Y'all be trying to attract niggas. Keep it real. Keep it real. If let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it all the way a buck. If it was just all women, y'all wouldn't be getting dressed up. Or if it was just all niggas wouldn't give a fuck about getting haircuts and looking fresh and all that shit. Come on, man, kill that shit.
I worked on this body, and I'm gonna
like, no, I'm trying to do this only for myself. Get to kill that shit.
show it off.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying if they were dressing for themselves, wouldn't they be comfortable?
Yeah. I think that me in heels looks a lot better than me in just a pair of sweatpants. I do feel better, and that is still for me. Even if it's not the most comfortable, it feels good to me.
If a woman has lots of sexy photos on her dating profile and no bio, should she be surprised if guys are only contacting her for hookups?
Oh, absolutely not.
No.
Definitely not.
Why not?
Because she's kind of asking for that attention.
Is she not promoting herself in the same fashion if she's out walking the streets in a slutty outfit?
No.
Why?
No.
So why would it make a difference if you're online or out in public?
Because you're posting those photos for like a specific dating app while you're walking outside.
Here we go. We do it for ourselves. Here we go. We don't dress like that for niggas. We dress
It's
like
like
that for
how you want to
ourselves.
dress.
I dress this way because I want to dress this way for me and not for anyone else. And also, at least here, if you're going to a club, they have
Every time?
dress codes, and you have to dress a certain way in order to get in, and that is why we are dressed this way.
So why can people make assumptions about you online but not in person?
I think they can make assumptions about both, but online I feel like it kind of goes for more like what you post, because you can kind of choose what you want to post and what you don't want to post. Whereas in person,
But can't you choose what you want to wear and not want to wear? That don't even make sense. You just said you could choose what you want to post, so you can't choose what you want to wear and not wear?
I guess you can choose what you want to wear and what you don't want to wear, but I don't know.
Why do you think women can't just ignore catcalling instead of just hating on all men?
Because when we ignore catcalling, they don't stop. Like they'll just come up to us and like be more in our face and more aggressive when we do ignore them.
I don't really think there's a way to win. There's been times when I can ignore it and they back off, or there's been times when I've confronted it and they back off, or vice versa. I don't say anything, I continue to get followed. I do say something, I put myself in even more danger. You really just have to gauge the situation, and there really is no right answer to what to do.
These bitches.
Is every time I go out, no matter how I look, someone is being inappropriate with me, and that's when it becomes an issue, because it is inappropriate. And I don't mind, like you say, inappropriate things happen every day. Like people either touching you or trying to get something from you. But when I can imagine that's why celebrities struggle being a celebrity status, because they are constantly hounded for attention. And that's how I feel when a guy whistles at me.
Right, but the fact that you bring up celebrities, right?
But if niggas don't approach, who is gonna approach? Like, I don't think females understand that dynamic, that women don't approach dudes, so that's why dudes is always approaching, because if y'all don't approach us, who's gonna do the approaching?
You ask a celebrity.
So it might seem like niggas is overdoing it, but it's just like some of these niggas don't ever get no pussy, and this the only way they think it'll be to get some pussy, by just approaching every female. Nigga, law of averages, nigga. If you approach 70, you might get 3. Nigga, that might be your numbers. I gotta approach 100 women to sleep with one, nigga. Nigga gonna approach 1,000. That's 10 right there.
If you had to give up the idea of being famous in order to never ever deal with paparazzi, would they give up the privilege of being famous?
Probably not.
Would you give up the privilege of being sexy as fuck?
Does the way that you dress attract the type of attention you want?
Not always.
Not always.
So is it fair to blame society, or is it better to just change your own behavior?
Probably. I don't know.
I would say that society is the reason that a lot of the problems that we see with dating occur. However, I do think that there are ways for people to avoid them and or change their behavior accordingly.
100%.
I take the steps to make myself feel safer. I carry weapons to be able to protect myself. I learn how to ward off that attention. I've learned how to gauge the body language of if I yell at this man for hitting on me, is he going to become dangerous or is he going to go away? I've learned how to understand that and figure out what to do in that situation.
And one last question, which I think you just touched upon. I ask, when does blaming society end and personal responsibility begin?
Ooh, that's a good question. I be wondering that when motherfuckers just gonna take responsibility for their actions and not just blame, oh, society, blah, 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 blah. Because that shit only, at a certain point, nigga, you gotta take responsibility for the shit you do, the places you go, nigga, the people you hang around, the things you buy, the things you eat. You got to take responsibility for that shit instead of saying, oh, society, I'm in this type of environment. Oh, my life is this way because it is. At a certain point, fuck that shit, nigga. Get up off your ass and go make it happen.
Whenever you're ready to accept it. I think it's everyone's timeline. I don't think it's, I'm going to get off social media and realize that I'm the problem. I think everyone, a part of them is like, no, the world's against me. And so it's whenever you're ready to accept that.
Yeah. You know what? In Israel, women are badasses. They can beat the shit out of guys. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, maybe more American women should serve in the army, and they'll know how to defend themselves.
Maybe more men needs to like not be attacking.
Well, I think we can do both.
Maybe.
I think we can do both. I don't condone the guys who do that.
Fuck her rid of the pussy!
I can wear pants. I can wear a top that shows most of my body. And I continue to do so because of all the women who fought for that. Women got the right to vote 102 years ago. That's it. There are women older than that on this planet.
What? Hold on. No, she didn't just say women got the right to vote 102 years ago.
Attacking.
Well, I think we can do both.
Maybe.
I think we can do both. I don't condone the guys who do that.
Fuck her rid of the pussy!
I can wear pants. I can wear a top that shows most of my body. And I continue.
Let me see something. Hold on. Let me check something out. What year did women get the right to vote? What year was that? What year was that? I didn't put year. My dumb ass. I didn't even type year. What year did women get the right to vote? The suffrage movement in the 19th century. What year was that? For women's rights. Wow, she was right. She was right.
Continue to do so because of all the women who fought for that. Women got the right to vote 102 years ago. That's it. There are women older than that on this planet who were not able to legally vote for the leadership in this country. We do this for them. We wear this shit for them. We do what we want. We have sex with whoever.
But they didn't. What do voting got to do with fucking sucking dick, being half a stripper? What do that got to do with anything? Come on, that's that new age women shit. Oh, we doing this because this is what our answer. No, they didn't. No, they just wanted the right to vote, not fuck everybody they wanted to do, because that's not how they were back 102 years ago. Bitches wasn't just want to fuck everything. We'll get the fuck out of here.
Whoever we want for them, because we are still continuing to fight every single day. I am constantly hit on at my place of employment, my professional place of employment. I am treated like a child or like a sex object every single day of my life. And I'm gonna keep on fighting to make that not fucking happen, or to make that so that I can feel safe being able to look as I do and to be as young as I am and go out and be completely safe.
Some shit you just gotta accept. That's one of them things that's never not gonna happen. Just accept it. I'm sorry. Just it is the way the world is.
By advertising on YouTube, I grow my business by reaching my most important customers. People like Allison. She's a fashionista who's passionate about shopping and lives in my
red pill PUA.
Whatever. I'll figure it out next time.
Is red pill gurus, red pill dating experts, red pill experts on women are a thing that has been around forever, pretty much, at least. And
We ain't watching this. We ain't watching this. All right, that's the end of this. I'm in this. I probably stream tomorrow night. I probably stream a little bit earlier. But hey, that's the end of this. We out. Peace.